So Captain Pace is down on the ice planet while his crew is still up on the ship.
No, that's Chapter 3. Chapter 2, Captain Pace finds Umbra stowed away on a ship. He gets her back to her crew. That way, they can help him get to the ice moon. We changed it to an ice moon.
Wait, I thought the stowaway was in Chapter 1.
No. Chapter 1 is about Captain Pace and his ship. It's exposition. Captain Pace has to save a ship from the pirates that took it over. It's expository action. You can't introduce new characters until you've established that classic bond between ship and captain.
But the stowaway gets us to the mercenary crew that become the crew for the ship. It's driving the whole plot forward.
Yeah, but the ship becomes a character in this book as important as any other character in the book.
So establish that in Chapter 1. Give me a sticky note.
Right, so Thalax fights Pace in Chapter 2.
No. Captain Pace fights Thalax on the ice moon. That's Chapter 3.
Right, okay, so Chapter 4.
No, that's actually in Chapter 1.
Okay, you guys really have to be able to keep track of this.
Why can't we just boot up the computer and write? This stuff will work itself out on the page.
Will it work itself out? Because I feel like we've written like 5 or 6 chapters about 5 or 6 times, and what do we have to show for it?
Well, we could take one of those 5 or 6 versions and finish it. We could call it a book.
That's not a book, that's just a collection of words.
That's what I'd call a book.
In my book, that's a book.
A novel has to make sense. It has to flow. It has to have stuff like direction, motion, surprise.
Surprise! We actually didn't write anything. Hope you love it. Alex, your perfectionism is killing our
That's a
story.
really good idea, actually. A book without words. We could sell it to kids in school and stuff, or college students, and they could just fill it up with words or whatever they wanted. They could just fill it up with notes in class.
That's a notebook.
Yeah, we'll call it a notebook, and they can draw in it, or they can do whatever they want.
It is a notebook. You're sitting on one.
Oh! Yeah, I know that. All this thinking's really just got me all thought out.
Yeah, well, we're not done, and we have to keep thinking before we write. It's what we do, at least if we want to be right.
I just want to write.
Look, all 3 of us can agree that we want to be...
just write. This is the foundation of our whole story, and we can't just skip over it and get to the fun part for you.
Writing isn't fun, it's work. And probably the most important work that any of us do. Especially if we want to be...
Nobody became a great writer just by writing.
Let's not fight. Let's just write.
No one said just write. Obviously you have to get yourself inspired and put yourself in the right frame of mind. And then you have to follow a very specific regimen.
No, I refuse to be held hostage by your frame of mind. Get yourself inspired before we start working.
Maybe if you'd ever been inspired before, you would have finished one of your 100 books.
I don't care about this. I'm going to bed.
Maybe you would have written anything worth reading if you had ever gotten your brain involved.
Well, my brain's always involved. I'm the writer, you're just a pen.
Well, you're just a blank page that will never have any content without this pen.
Good point. Oh wait, but I'm the one that actually writes. What does that make you?
I have more pages written than you.
What have you ever published? What have you ever finished? If we're having this much trouble in the first act, what are we going to do in the third act where you've never even been before?
You'll never get this far. You can't handle a story with this many levels. Tell you what, you take a break for a day, a year. I'll figure out our first act, and you just come back whenever you feel like inspiration hits you.
You think it's going to take a year to finish the first act? I'll probably finish the whole book before you get a word on the page.
Yeah, well, don't expect me to proofread that for you.
I won't. I'll consult somebody that actually has 2 sides to their brain.
Every brain has 2 sides, Julian, and you're lucky I don't punch yours. Captain finds a ship. Pirates, who are originally Umbra's crew, they have no ship. And they become the ship's crew. But why aren't they in Chapter 1? Pace finds a map to the center of the universe. But he still needs... Wait, is that Chapter 3? Am I in Chapter 3? So Vinzer Pace, Grox Thalax. Wait, Thalax Grox. That's right, but then Thalax gets Thel. So that's Crox, Thel, Thalax, Pace, Vinzer, Xanos, Umbra, Grox, Roche. Or Vinzer, Grox, Pace, Thel, Thalax, Umbra, Roche, Grox. Chapter 1. Done. Chapter 2. No clue. Chapter 3 makes no sense to me. Am I rhyming? And then there's just at least 15 more chapters.
Hey.
Yep.
Oh. Did you come out here because you didn't get anything done all day and you freaked out and threw your notes all over the room?
No.
I think you're the only one that can write this book.
I can't write this book.
That's true too.
Great. So I'll just quit. You and Julian can have our masterpiece.
You just get in your own way. Alex, you're a perfectionist. I could never care about all the details the way you do, and I wouldn't want to. If I did it, it wouldn't connect right, and I'd forget about the third act or something.
But you'd write it. And then it'd be written.
Yeah, that's why we have me. But I can see that this is the best thing I've ever worked on. And it is that way because I'm only a third of what a writer should be. And you're another third.
And Julian?
Is an eighth.
Together we can almost be a writer.
But he does get things done when he's inspired. And you will too, but you have to figure that out. In the meantime, let's just fill the pages. You can pick at it all you want. It'll be easier to find and fix the problems once we have words on the page.
What do we do when we hit a major plot hole?
We just write right through it.
We just go with the first idea we have and just continue?
Sure.
I can't say I have a better idea.
I mean, you could always ask Julian to teach you some yoga poses. I think you have to really open your pelvic bowl. It's a thing, a pelvic bowl.
Wow, looks like y'all got a lot done. You see, a real artist can...
Sorry about yesterday.
Whoa.
Oh. Yeah, me too.
I think we can write this book. I'm willing to open up my pelvic bowl to new ideas.
Oh man, I'm so glad to hear that. I had 100 new ideas at work if you want to hear them.
You think we could write this book with 2/3 of a writer?
I'm not really a math guy.
Frog people. Have we gone through every instance of them? I think there's more to be said about them. More bears, or more beets, or more bees. Let's make it a spoken word poem. Also, no Peter. Vacuum, no Peter. Like a vacuum of space, maybe a vacuum cleaner, Julian pace. Also, we write the book in Braille. No words, just not a secret language. I don't know what it means either. Pirates? Let's make it less like the Lion King, please. Or pirates. John Malkovich. It rhymes, but in space. Crash into the sun. Paces made of dark matter. 3-headed dogs. What are they? Where did they come from? How does their eating system work? Space on Earth?
I think we got enough. All right.
Some of that was so funny.
I know, and we didn't laugh. Yo!
I didn't laugh.